Warface. Silly name, but so far the closed beta is turning out to be a highly challenging class-based co-op experience. This is a free-to-play game in the beta stages that offers up daily challenges, demanding a diverse team of players in order to succeed. If there's one thing that you should know about the Warface beta, it's that it's hard. And with that in mind, here are 5 things to help keep you from becoming a casualty collection point. Number 1, this is a class-based shooter and you pretty much need all of them with you at all times. Players have limited ammo and no regeneration of health or armor, so if enemy soldiers don't kill you outright, they are fully capable of whittling you down slowly. You need a constant hookup of health and revives from the medic, armor from the engineer, ammo from support, and the elimination of high-value targets from your sniper. Each class has a weapon that supports their abilities, but also handicaps them from operating outside their intended role. An average day in the co-op portion of Warface involves an optional training mission for warm-up, a daily mission that can have a savagely low completion rate, and a hard mission for double in-game credit. So far, the beta has offered a variety of mission structures, from simple close-quarters combat to ride-along boat missions to escorting a tank. But again, when you get to the squad screen before each mission, make sure you have a mix of classes or else. Number 2, kind of like Left 4 Dead, there are situations you can't get out of by yourself. Warface brings a good amount of enemy variety. The most dangerous one to any individual who gets out ahead of their team is the shield charger, who can knock a player down and beat them worse than a drunken redneck on cops. You'll need other players to pull chargers off you and help you back to your feet. There are also heavy enemies with big old machine guns that require players to alternately draw the aggro so that their squad mates can shoot it in the back. If you're the last guy standing and you meet a heavy, say goodbye. Also on your journey, you'll encounter armored turrets that can chew up an entire squad if they're in the wrong place at the wrong time. You're going to need at least one guy in your squad to get their attention so they turn and you can shoot them in the arm. These are some of the many enemies your team will encounter, and without said team at your back, you're not going to make it. Number 3, your gun is also a weapon locker. Before each mission, you have the chance to select what item you're working towards under the vendor's menu. Oftentimes, you can select a weapon attachment. Once earned, that attachment is always with you. You can press the C key and swap out weapon parts on the fly. Look kind of like Crysis 3? Well, this is Crytek. A great scenario for this is when playing a sniper. Keep swapping out your optics to adapt as engagement ranges change. Other things you can swap out are suppressors and bipods. While you're at it, head over to the in-game store and use your hard-earned credits to buy, say, a long-range defibrillator, or a better shotgun, or a protective headguard. Number 4, advance slowly or send out a lemming. Warface Co-op has a puzzle-like mission structure where you can memorize enemy trigger points. Missions play out the same way every time, so as you get further and further, it tends to get easier to get back to where you failed last. The flip side of this equation is that if your entire team is wiped out, you get sent all the way back to the first stage of a multi-stage mission. Since a common tactic is for the game to drop a ton of enemies right on the trigger location, start by sending out one person ahead to force the enemies to spawn and then come to you on your terms. If the worst happens and your squad gets down to the last man, making it to the next checkpoint will automatically respawn the rest of your team. But that last man standing better take it slow and easy because Warface is trying to kill you. Number 5, communicate because you have to. A mic is always preferable, but hitting you for squad messaging works fine. More experienced players will have already memorized the daily missions and can tell you when to expect what. As mentioned before, you're still going to need at least one other player to talk to in order to draw aggro and get heavies to turn their backs. There are also climbing points where you need a friend to get to higher ground. By tapping E, you can toggle between one or both of you going up. You can also use the F number keys to call out specific units requesting health, ammo, and armor. So in conclusion, try not to die too much while playing the Warface beta by bringing in an array of classes with you, never getting too far from your squad, swapping weapon attachments on the fly, sending out guys to trigger enemy spawn points, and communicating at all times. If you do these things, you'll find the Warface beta co-op missions to be an enjoyable cross between Left 4 Dead, Battlefield, and Counter-Strike. If you don't do these things, well, you can always hang out in the safe house and let the big boys do the fighting. Are you in the Warface beta? How are you liking it so far? What are your tactical tips and blunders? What's your ideal squad mix? As always, let us know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.